Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over all the books that I read in January. I actually ended up reading, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I ended up reading 7 books. 7, sorry, I can't count. 7 books. I ended up reading 7 books this month, which is actually pretty good. But, given what the last book in January was, so number 7, we are now in a reading slump and struggling immensely. But that's besides the point, obviously. Okay, well, let's get into it. So, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I was reading my way through the Harry Potter series for the first time at 24 years old. And I am very proud to say that I have now finished the Harry Potter series, and I absolutely loved it. So my first book of January that I finished was Prisoner of Azkaban, and I rated it 4.6 stars. It was one of my favorites in the series. I absolutely loved it. It left me the most emotionally devastated at the end. Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban was one of my favorites. It was so good. It's the one that made me fall in love with Sirius Black, only for him to, spoiler alert, die literally 2 books later, prematurely, if I do say so myself. That's besides the point. Continuing on. Then I read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which I gave 4.5 stars. This one was so good. The tournaments in it, the addition of the Triwizard tournament was so cool and so much fun. I loved it, and of course the twist at the end left me bamboozled, as did all the books in the series. Besides the point. So Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, 4.6 stars. Then we read Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which I also gave 4.5 stars. This one was really long. This one was I want to say 800 and something pages, if I remember correctly. It was so long, which I guess in hindsight that's probably not that long, but I digress. It was long for me. It took me, honestly, not as long as I thought it was going to read it. It was kind of slow through the middle, but I actually ended up really liking it, surprisingly. Yeah, it was really good. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, 4.5 stars. Then we have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which I also gave 4.5 stars, but thinking about it now, I only gave it 4.5 stars because I was liking the series overall. This was my least favorite book. There's not a ton happened. I mean, stuff happened, and stuff happened towards the end, but overall not a lot happened. It was just life at Hogwarts, which I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I loved it, but it was my least favorite of the series. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, 4.5 stars. Then we read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, which is the technical last book of the series, and I gave it 4.5 stars. It was so good. The ending left me devastated. I was not ready to leave the world yet, and I loved the book, and then at the end I was not ready for it to be over. The conclusion left me wanting and needing more from the series still. And so at first I wasn't going to read the play script that they have that you can read for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is the play that's done on Broadway, I believe. And it's set 19 years after Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And at first I wasn't going to read it because it was a play script, and I'm oh, that's kind of probably weird and hard to read. And then I started to try to find something else to read after finishing Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. We read one little novella, which was way good. It was by one of my favorite authors. We'll get to that in a minute. And I finished it and tried to read something else, and then I'm like, yeah, no, I need more. I need a conclusion. So let's at least try Harry Potter and the Cursed Child and see if it gives me what I'm looking for. And Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, I absolutely loved it. Granted, it was a play script, so it wasn't like formatted like a normal book is, and it was like 315 pages or something. I devoured it in less than 24 hours. I work 2 almost full-time jobs, and I read it in under 24 hours. I absolutely loved it. It was probably my second favorite book of the series, and I gave it 4.6 stars. It was so good, and it gave me the conclusion that I needed. Like, after Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, I wanted more of Ron and Hermione together, and I wanted more of Harry and Ginny together, and just more of them together, and just more of a conclusion. Like, at the end of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, like, it's the Battle of Hogwarts, and then it's just kind of over. Like, there's like the tiny little epilogue, and that was it, and it was done. Like, so I needed like more of a conclusion. I needed more of an epilogue per se. I needed more of the couples. And so we read Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and it was 100% worth it. It gave me the conclusion that I needed, more time with the relationships that I needed, because I am a hopeless romantic and a romantic girly romance reader at my core. So yes, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, it gave me all of that, and it was so good. I ended up giving it 4.6 stars, and I was able to finally finish. Like, I felt like I finished the series. Like, I was content with it. I wasn't left wanting more. Well, okay, I was obviously left still wanting more, because that's just how it is when you read good series, but like, overall, I was content with it. I could move on after that. I know that probably sounds weird. And then between Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows and Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, I read Death to Valentine's Day by Catherine Cowles. Catherine Cowles is one of my favorite authors. It was just like a little novella. It was only like 100 pages or something, and it was a part of like an Amazon short story collection that they put out for Valentine's Day. They did it back for like Halloween too with a bunch of different authors, and Amazon did it again for Valentine's Day, and Catherine Cowles was one of the authors in one of the books, and she's one of my favorites, so I was going to read it as soon as it was announced. And so we read it as more like a palate cleanser, and I honestly really liked it, and I wished it was longer. It was so good. I ended up giving it a 4.6 stars. It was so good. It was so cute. It was super quick and mysterious, and I loved the couple. And yeah. And then as for so that was all I read in January, those 7 books, pretty much Harry Potter and then 1 novella. So, eventful over here. Hey, I had the time of my life, okay? I'm not complaining. I loved it. We're struggling with a book slump right now, okay? So then, after this, I guess I'll go over what I'm currently reading. After finishing Harry Potter, I picked up Tom Felton's memoir, Tom Felton Beyond the Wand. I've been kind of just shortly reading it. When I sit down and read it, it's actually like super easy to read, but like I'm struggling because it's not like a story, it's just like him talking about his life, which is no problem. I love him. He's adorable, Tom Felton, but like I want a story. And so like I've just kind of been slowly reading it because it's just him talking about his life growing up. But it's really good. I'm 127 pages through it. So and it's only like 300 pages, and so I'm about halfway almost. We're just gonna kind of read it off and on when I feel like it, and we'll finish it eventually. But I am really enjoying it. It's not a story, so yeah. And then I know in my hopefuls video, my February hopefuls video, I put in Manacled and Alchemized. I did start reading Manacled. I got a few chapters in, and I don't really know why, but it just kind of stopped. And then I'm like, well, let's try Alchemized. And so then we picked up Alchemized. Okay, I'm gonna put you on my shirt for this one because this bitch is huge. So we did start Alchemized, okay? This thing is huge. We started it. Let's see, how far am I? I am 92 pages in. We are on chapter 6. I feel like this is taking me fucking forever. I read normally in a normal book that I'm not like struggling to comprehend or anything. I read about 30 to 40 pages an hour, which is slow. I know I'm a slow reader, okay? But that's my average when I'm reading like just like a normal book. With this one, it's not like the story's complex. It's just there's a lot of like terms and stuff that I'm not familiar with. And so that's how I'm struggling, is like reading a term that like I don't understand. And so like I have to figure out what it means, and I have to reread shit constantly to try to figure out what it's talking about, you know? I was reading this at work the other night, and I swear I was reading for hours. Like, I swear I sat there and read for like 4 or 5 hours straight. I read like 40 pages. So I don't know if I just was like constantly distracted or what, but I swear I read 4 hours and I read like 40 pages. So yeah, this one's a chunker. She's gonna take me a hot minute. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to end up finishing it, but we'll see. We never know. As for what I'm actually like currently reading, these ones I've just been kind of like picking up when I have a moment. Last night I picked up, I started reading The Jasad Heir by Sarah Hashim. It's okay so far. I really liked the opening, but now we've kind of got a little like wordsy and I kind of don't know what's happening. But we're enjoying it so far. Let's see how far I'm to it. Am I 12%? Only 69 pages in. So I'm enjoying it. We'll see if we stick with it. I don't know. I might either pick up Shield of Sparrows by Devoney Perry or The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Those are kind of the ones that I want to read like in the back of my head right now. And so, I don't know. We'll see how February goes. We're just struggling through the Harry Potter book slump right now, so loving it over here. So yeah, we read 7 books in January, and I can't wait to see what I read in February. Hopefully it's about 7, but we'll see. I guess it's only, the 2nd, I think? I don't even know. Anyways, that's all I got. Just everything that I read in January. Hopefully everybody had a fabulous reading month in January. Please share with me what you read in January, what you loved, what was your favorite book, what was your least favorite book. What do you plan on reading in February? And yeah, that's all I got. Later, love you, bye.